Ahoy, morning breathers. It's finally Friday. Welcome to Friday.
Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
See, there's gravelly voice works well. Friday.
Give me a gravelly voice, Peter, up close. I'm sorry. He's got it.
Friday.
Yeah, but some enthusiasm, man.
Friday.
I think that's all he's got.
That's all he's got. That's it. That's the whole
I'm
thing.
not sure Peter wants to be here.
It's just still early.
Yeah,
Still early.
Still
Cold out.
getting warm. Yep.
he's looking at a pretty long day too. We got basketball tonight.
Basketball tonight. Do you get a nap during the day?
We'll see how I feel. But we might.
I think
Let's
you need to
stick one
find
in.
a nap.
Yeah. Naps are great.
Does me wonders.
Yeah, naps are a good thing.
I like naps.
Yeah.
I remember it. I used to make fun of that.
Yeah, used to be like, well, I'm not taking a nap.
What do you
I don't
mean
need
take a nap?
And when you're a kid, nap's the worst thing in the world. Mm-hmm. Now it's kind of switching.
I still remember being in kindergarten and have to roll out that stupid mat.
Yep.
I didn't have a mat. I think I had a rug.
You know what I think about when I think about rolling out that mat on the floor? If I had to do that now, lay on the floor, I'm not getting back up. I'm not sleeping, and I'm not getting back up.
Where's the pillow?
Yeah, exactly.
I need a pillow.
And, I need like risers on the bed just so I can get in and out of that thing.
Yeah, I don't get on the floor very.
Yeah, no, the floor is not the friend to me anymore.
The grandkids always want me to come down on the floor, and I give it a whirl.
Yeah.
But after about 5 minutes, I said, Papa's not there.
Yeah.
Can we go to a table?
The knees and the back are not meant for the floor anymore.
Well, happy Friday. We've got SPP in the house.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, my lad. Big day today.
Big day.
Big day.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day. We'll talk about that in a second. Ahoy to you, Boss Man Matt.
Ahoy, Skipper.
And it's about really to be ahoy.
We're getting close. Getting close.
So we're gonna lose Matt. Not forever, just for a while.
Not forever.
He's
let's hope not forever.
He's going on a well-deserved trip. Yeah. So I don't have to go into a lot of detail, but I know you're going to have a good time.
It'll be fun.
And we're going to limp along without you. You know, you were in Des Moines. I don't know if you listened both days.
I did. I was on both days. I chimed in the first day. The second day, I just was kind of hanging back.
You were doing that on purpose.
Well,
I got you figured out.
Yeah, well, I wasn't here, so it's like didn't need to interject myself in the middle of everything.
But you were watching.
But I was watching.
You had the watchwful eyes of Boss Man Matt.
Well, it's not like I think I said even one day, you said something about if I had a kill button, and I didn't have a kill button. So whether I was watching or not, you guys were on your own.
We're on our own. We found the set for the day is a little more than I thought.
So
it took a village.
I spend, and it just is what it is. This isn't anything, but I spend about an hour every morning trying to put things together. So, which is I should probably spend two.
It's going to be way more than what we do.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't expect you to. I'm going to try to get some stuff put together. So.
You'll have some backup plans for us.
I'll have
so we don't just sit here.
I think you'll have to do a fair amount
Peter.
of.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing.
I think you'll have to do a fair amount of improvising, but I'll try to give you some stuff. I won't leave you completely hanging.
Awesome. Who do we got to say to good morning to or ahoy to so far?
I think I saw Denise, Jeff, my mom's here this morning. Carol, happy Valentine's Day, gentlemen. Don't forget, we haven't.
Yet to forget.
We have yet to forget. We got some Valentine's Day stuff coming up, although it's probably not like the lovey-dovey stuff that you're thinking. I got some other stories about Valentine's Day, but
we my wife and I were going out to dinner, and then there's an orchestra that plays up in Iowa City, so we're going to go
nice.
watch that.
Are you an orchestra guy, or
I have no idea.
You just try it out?
I truly like all kinds of music, so I think musicality of it should be really good.
It'd just be nice to spend the night with Patty.
Let's just see what happens.
And
then we're just gonna stay up there tonight.
Nice.
And we got some volleyball. Granddaughter volleyball tomorrow. I'll catch a game or two of that.
There you go. And then wrestling on Sunday.
We got Iowa wrestling on Sunday. It's Northwestern, so. And I think Patty's going to me with that.
Nice.
She hasn't been in a while.
Nice. Wrestling meet tonight too. We'll acknowledge that. Tonight's kind of a big one.
This is
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah, I won't be able to watch it.
Yeah, I don't even know what. I'm sure it's on somewhere.
It'll be on. be on. So that's my plans. You got big plans for tonight?
To basketball tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Demon basketball.
Stacy coming to watch you?
She is not.
She can run a camera.
We may need her to, actually. That's a good point. I should talk to her about that. we are our normal camera people. Nikki G has been running camera for us.
Yeah, Nikki G.
And Aubrey. And they are both not able to come tonight. So I'm going to be on a camera tonight. And reached out to the school to see if they could provide somebody. And
Surely there's somebody in AV.
I haven't heard back yet, so I don't know. We may just have a one camera tonight, which is we've been running 2 cameras.
I would focus in on the volleyball pole hole.
Volleyball pole.
The volleyball pole.
Did you ever bring that back up?
I did just the other night.
That's still
He forgot, didn't he? He didn't even know what I was
Yeah,
talking
he
about
did.
at first.
Is absolutely still the funniest thing I've
It
ever heard,
is.
because he hesitated just a minute, and what I'm talking about was a previous broadcast. A Washington gal, I'm pretty sure, took a long 3-pointer, and he said whatever her name was, I just don't know.
Right.
That shot came from the volleyball pole hole. There was a nice
Yeah.
little pause because he got in deep. And
He
didn't know what
was.
to
She
say.
was behind, quite a bit behind the 3-point line, but not the logo. So he couldn't call it a logo 3, and he just kind of lost. He just was like, "Oh, here I am. What am I going to say now?"
on the volleyball pole
The
hole.
volleyball pole hole.
The best.
So, and it was in the moment. It was funny, but I brought it up again the other day, and he couldn't remember saying it. But we reminded him.
There's things I've said on here I had no idea.
Yeah, exactly. There's some things I probably wouldn't say again.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. The Southeast Iowa Video Network, we're sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew, the 3 of us, are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
And that could be anybody from time to time. Anybody could be sitting back here. I was walking out this morning and Patty was up. It was kind of, I don't know, we've had a nice start to Valentine's Day. She was up with me early this morning. And I said, why don't you come on down? Oh, and she kind of started thinking about it. And she said, it's starting to make her sick just thinking about being on this. Because she doesn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I said, honey, I don't know what to say
I was
either.
gonna say,
I just kind of
Welcome to our world. We just kind of walk in the door and like, all right,
Let's go.
let's see what happens
I said,
today.
all you have to, we'll talk to you. You just be talking.
Exactly.
She couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have time to talk her into it.
Yeah, I kind of, when we first started this, I kind of vaguely remember being a little nervous about it, but now I don't even think about it. Now, I've said many times, I try to have stuff just in the back pocket.
Yeah.
But I don't
And
think
we usually get to some of it.
sometimes.
And
Sometimes not.
we don't get it at all.
Yeah.
And it just carries over.
Yeah, which is fine. Then we still have it in the back pocket, right? So Jim and Paula are here this morning too.
Very good. Ahoy, Paula.
And Julie
Denise.
Julie checked
Nephew
in.
Jaden is playing with us. Stream tomorrow. That would be fun. Wisconsin against Iowa. How old are those kids? I wonder.
I don't know.
Denise?
Little wheelchair basketball.
So Extreme, haven't been there.
I went to girls state wrestling last year, and that's the only time I've been in there.
Nice stadium.
It's nice. It's not big.
Like
It's
7,500 or something.
I don't even know if it's that big. It might be, but I don't even know if it's that big.
Well, Carver's 15,
Yeah,
so it's less than half probably.
probably. I guess I don't know for a fact, but I would say it's a little smaller than that.
So I don't know if it's an exhibition or what, but I know Spencer Lee's got this match with.
That's like next week or 2 weeks.
It's coming up. I'm going to it.
Oh yeah,
I don't really know when it is.
yeah.
It's on my calendar.
That'd be fun. But isn't there only like 4 or 5 matches?
Yeah. They'll make a big deal of it.
Yeah, well, I'm
There's
sure.
I think there's a couple ladies wrestling too.
I think
Spencer-
Austin
or Austin
DeSanto's wrestling. Yeah,
So it'll be fun.
yeah.
So the 3 amigos, my son and my daughter's, Jed. I'm just gonna call him Jed.
Jed.
We're all 3 going.
Nice. Well, that'd be good. It's a quick drive. It's not. Yeah. It's just. It's that Iowa River Landing area is a neat area.
It is
Anyway,
cool.
yeah.
It's just nice.
Yeah.
They've done a nice job.
Yep.
Because back in the day, back in the 80s, in the mid 80s, that looked a whole lot different.
So I don't remember that at all.
Well, there was very little there.
Yeah. Hannah says Extreme holds 5,100.
5,100. All right. Very good, Hannah. Thank you. Hannah's going to wrestling meet with me
Nice.
Sunday.
Nice.
So yeah, Hannah, we're going to catch some volleyball. It's Saturday tomorrow. It's out at West High, I believe. So just be a resident of Iowa City for a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight and tomorrow.
And then back Sunday.
And then back Sunday, yeah, for sure. What do we know? Let's tell some stories about.
Well, so we got a couple things, but let's start with the legend of Valentine's.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to start.
And how it all got started.
It's Valentine's Day. We should talk about this.
Excuse me as I cough.
It's important to know history.
Yeah.
It is. We have to stay. If we don't know if we don't learn from history, we'll just repeat it, won't we?
Exactly.
Let's not do that.
Well, let's not repeat the start of Valentine's Day tradition. The history of Valentine's Day is shrouded in mystery. We do know that February has long been celebrated as a month of romance, and the St. Valentine's Day, as we know it today, contains vestiges of both Christian and Roman tradition. But who was St. Valentine, and how did he become associated with the ancient rite? The Catholic Church recognizes at least 3 different saints named Valentine, all of whom were martyred. One legend contends that Valentine was a priest who served during the 3rd century in Rome when the emperor decided that single men made better soldiers than those with wives and families. He outlawed marriage for young men.
It's just a lot like Rocky.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut yourself off
Yep.
before you can't do that during the boxing match. Go.
And Valentine realized the injustice, defied Claudius, and continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. When Valentine's actions were discovered, Claudius ordered him be put to death. So there you go.
There we go.
And so that's one. There's a couple others. Another one says there's another Saint Valentine, a bishop who was a true namesake of the holiday. He too was beheaded by Claudius. And other stories suggest that Valentine may have been killed for attempting to help Christians escape harsh Roman prisons, where they were often beaten and tortured. He apparently, this one sent the first Valentine greeting himself as he fell in love with a young girl, probably the jailer's daughter, which probably led to his imminent death.
You know, it feels like it's a very dark past, and somehow we've turned this into a very loving thing.
Yeah. So it started with death, and there you go.
It's morphed into $43 billion in flowers being purchased.
Yes. So I think I have
I thought that somewhere.
some of those facts too. So another one is another origin of Valentine's Day, or a continuation, I guess, I don't know, but it's a pagan festival. And basically there's a pagan festival. The Christians thought that they should change up to make it more Christian, so they entered some other stuff. But to begin the festival, members of the Roman priests would gather at a sacred cave where the infants Romulus and Remus were believed to have been cared for by a she-wolf. The priest would sacrifice a goat for fertility, a dog for purification. They would then strip the goat's hide into strips, dip them into sacrificial blood, and take to the streets, gently slapping both women and crop fields with the goat hide. It made them fertile.
Huh.
Far from being fear-filled, Roman women welcomed the touch of the hides because it is believed to make them more fertile in the coming year. Later in the day, according to legend, all the young women in the city would place their names in a big urn. The city's bachelors would each choose a name and become paired for the year with the chosen woman.
I'll be darned.
These matches often ended in marriage or death.
Don't give Netflix any more ideas, Matt.
What's that?
Don't give Netflix any more ideas.
Yeah, no
Matt.
kidding. No kidding. That's right.
Next
That was-
season, The Bachelor is going to go crazy.
Exactly. They just draw a name out, and you have to spend a year with the person. So that could work out well or not.
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head.
I think more often not, but I don't know. In the Middle Ages, it was commonly believed France and England that February 14th was the beginning of the bird's mating season, which added the idea that middle of Valentine's should be a day for romance.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah. So here's kind of what you were getting at. In
my
addition to the
God.
United States, Valentine's Day is celebrated in Canada, Mexico, United Kingdom, France, and Australia. And Great Britain, Valentine's Day began popular celebrated in the 17th century. Today, according to Hallmark, an estimated 145 million Valentine's Day cards are sent each year, making Valentine's Day the second largest card sending holiday, next to Christmas.
Sending. Oh. So Christmas is number one. I still would have thought Mother's Day is number one, cards. But
Oh, no, well,
but
it's a
maybe
good
you don't
point.
send cards. You're just giving mom a card.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, sending cards for Valentine's Day. is number
145 million. That's
wonder
like
if
every
there's-
guy.
yeah, it is. It's pretty dang close, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's still true. I mean, I don't know how old this dad is, but I don't know. Can you send a Valentine's email?
Yes, you can.
A Valentine's text message?
Yeah, you shouldn't. But I was looking up. The store that I miss the most here in town is the Hallmark store.
Yeah.
I was really good at getting cards. I spent time, picked them out, read through, blah, blah, blah. And I miss that store because there's other stores that have it. Hy-Vee has it, other stores that have them, but it's not the same, Peter. I need some more. So anyway, I was looking online to get cards. No, you can buy one card and you can email it or something.
Well, that's interesting.
And I said, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking more just hey, honey, I love you. Happy Valentine's Day email, not so much going through Hallmark. But I do have to mention Ray sent me a bunch of stuff last night, too. And I did look through it, Ray. I already had this stuff done. But he says there's 2 churches that claim to have the skull of St. Valentine's. And then he sent a whole story about the St. Valentine's Day massacre, which we're actually going to talk about later. And
that's still a great story.
It is. And then tied to the St. Valentine's Day massacre, Ray and I are both from Centerville. One of the gangsters involved in the St. Valentine's Day massacre married a girl from just south of Centerville.
Al Capone married somebody from south of there?
No, not Al Capone. It's one of the other ones.
Who else could it be?
I don't know.
Bugsy Moran?
No, it was. I had the name. I can't remember it, but anyway, Jeff says a local florist told me that Mother's Day is a close second to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day is pretty big.
Yeah, you got to keep your wife and keep your mom happy.
We got 2 rules.
We got 2 rules in life: keep your mom and your wife happy.
Let's be serious. And rule number 3 is we got to take a break.
We got to take a break.
We'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections. Like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, Morning Breathers. Welcome back to Valentine edition of the Morning Breath. I thought I'd change it.
We just had a nice little Valentine story that we're not going to repeat on the
that
air. That's not going to be repeated
Nobody knows
at all.
that one.
Nope.
Nobody needs to know that.
Nope.
About us.
Nope.
Okay, so we got some serious stuff out of the way. Are you reading stuff?
Well, I was. I'll get to it later. We'll have to come back to this Jeff's takeaway for the weekend, but we'll do that later. I do have to follow up, though. Terry Hafley, our new friend in Arizona, we were talking the other day about snow in Arizona, and he said they do get snow in Arizona occasionally. He lives somewhere around Tucson, and he said they get a little bit of snow every year.
I'll be darned.
Not much, but
every year they get something.
that's what I think. Just
to see a snowflake out there would be kind of.
Yeah, I believe
I'd like it.
I believe the measurement was around an inch once a year, but still, it's Arizona.
Not going to last long.
Nope. So anyway,
Hurry up and make your snowman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a small
Sure.
snowman, or at least a snowball, right?
Make your snowball.
Make your snowball. So anyway, side notes.
Okay. We have some.
Charles says, "Keep it clean, Captain."
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, Chuck. Okay. It's all clean, Chuck. Don't you worry. We have Valentine's Day dates that are things that just were disasters.
Yes.
You have some stories.
You can go ahead and start them.
So the one that's right on top, it says this guy was out and one of his car tires had a flat or whatever. It says his car tire blew, and he called his friend. His friend came out to help him, and they were both just normal dudes and didn't remember that it was Valentine's Day, but they got the tire fixed, changed the tire, and did whatever. And this decided to go have dinner together. They both were coming from important meetings. They had their work suits on, and they didn't catch on to the end of the night after they, finished dinner, how the entire wait staff thought they were the cutest little gay couple.
Yeah. I put this story in there because Ray and I have a similar story. And we went to the Mexican restaurant down here when it was down at the old captain's table.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a mariachi band, and he came down. It was just for lunch, maybe his dinner. I can't remember, and he helped me move something. I think it was after
A little rendezvous.
So he came and helped me, and I thought, well, nice thing to do is take the guy to dinner, right? Because he helped me move some stuff. So we went to the Mexican restaurant. We're sitting there, we're eating, we're talking, whatever. And the mariachi guys came up and started playing at the table. And that is just the most awkward situation
Yes, it is.
ever. We don't know what to do. We don't know if we keep eating, stare at each other, stare at them. It's just weird.
It is.
So it was. I mean, it's a nice touch, but it's just.
It's kind of loud
It's kind of loud, and it's
because
just,
those guys can play.
yeah, and it's just like, all right,
Now
what do we do?
I keep eating. That would be my thing.
Well, we just were like, anyway.
I think you're supposed to get up and dance.
Well, we couldn't. We were in a booth, and they're like right at the end of the booth. We couldn't even get up and walk away if we wanted to. It's just like they got you, and they're not stopping. And I don't know if you're supposed to tip them to make them go away or what you're supposed to do. Anyway, it was.
They eventually did go away.
They did. They finished their song and they left.
And food was cold.
Well, yeah.
Give me another margarita.
And I don't think we tipped them. We're just like, the whole time I think we're both like, all right, you can stop now. But anyway, so I have a similar experience. It just was like, what do you do?
When two people are in love, that's a good mariachi.
Exactly. After somebody helps you move a couch, you get serenaded.
That's exactly what happens.
So
I served at a Japanese hibachi restaurant, and one time had a couple come in, and the guy, they eat their meal, and the guy dumps the poor woman right after dinner. She gets up and apparently had some bad hibachi and made a trail of
puke
all the way to the bathroom. That was enough for him to get up and say, I'm out of here. And this poor server was left to clean up the whole mess.
Yes.
That's another version of walk of shame. When you just go to the bathroom
exactly.
puking.
Exactly. You have to come and then you have to walk back by it and clean it up. There was a note in our reservation that it was an engagement. They wanted champagne. So this is the server talking. They wanted champagne, a specific seat, a bunch of other stuff. The server who comes up to the table was something like, so I read we're celebrating an engagement. Congratulations. Yeah.
Bad idea.
Confusion from the woman, glaring from the guy. He hadn't proposed yet. She ruined it.
Yeah. Bad deal.
Yes.
Bad deal. Maybe not as bad as luck as this guy. The next guy, you want to read that?
Yeah, these two were on a date, and the guy went to use the bathroom. The girl just gets up and leaves after he goes to the restroom.
Sometimes you know. When you know, Matt.
When the guy came back, he sat around for a while asking the waitress where she went. She replied with saying she left.
The only good news is she didn't leave with another dude.
Well, right. Maybe she's meeting somebody else. We don't know the end of that story.
Yeah.
The guy then asked the waitress if she would go on a date with him. The waitress also said no. So,
maybe it's you.
Struck out twice.
Maybe it's you. I saw a couple have a full-blown argument in the middle of a restaurant. The woman stood up, took her ring off, threw it at him, and walked off. Let's assume it's an engagement ring, wedding, whatever it was. The guy was very calm. Okay, Well, I'm here. I'm eating. I'm going to finish my meal. I'm going to finish my dessert. I'll pay. And I'll leave a very big tip for the inconvenience.
Well, maybe he was just okay with it.
It sounds like everything was just fine.
It sounds like maybe he
might have
avoided
went,
a bigger problem. Yeah.
Got out of that one.
So, last one.
Yep.
I was working as a waitress in a sushi restaurant, and Valentine's Day was an all hands on deck shift. This guy I had just started seeing wanted to go out, but I told him that working in food service, you never get Valentine's Day off, and we just have to celebrate the day after or the weekend after. Nope. He got so upset that he went and asked a different girl out, came to the restaurant that I worked at on Valentine's Day, and sat in my section. He then proceeded to spend the entire evening making a fool out of himself and making his date uncomfortable as he tried to make me jealous.
Mm-hmm. Karma, man.
Karma, man.
Think about it. Think about it.
You don't add to your losses. You just kind of chalk them up and move on. You don't exacerbate them.
Exactly. Words of wisdom.
Yeah. So that's my
Boss man,
Valentine's
Matt.
Day words of wisdom today.
Okay, Peter, let's take a break and we'll come back and get set for the day.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome to our Friday and welcome to Valentine's Day. We've been all about Valentine's Day. Just love is in the air.
You know, we need to take this moment, probably. Happy Valentine's Day, Stacy. Love you.
Oh boy.
I know. I'm trying.
Is she listening?
Probably not, but it's out there now. And she can't say I didn't
Can't
say
say
it.
you didn't say it.
Can't say I didn't say
Well,
it.
then I'm going to follow that up with
Yes.
this. A bell is no bell till you ring it. A song is no song till you sing it. And love in your heart wasn't put there to stay. Love isn't love until you give it away.
There you go.
Happy Valentine's Day, Patty.
Patty.
She
Yes.
doesn't like when I call her that, so sweetie.
Oh, sweetie. All right.
Hey, should we get set for the day?
We shall. It is 7:44 a.m. It is the 14th day of February, as has been well established. It is episode 251.
251.
251. Temperature right now in Fairfield is 12, Mount Pleasant 11, and Washington 8.
There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get colder. Cloudy today with a little snow this afternoon, and it's going to keep right on snowing through tomorrow. Although they're only talking not a ton, just some.
A dusting.
Yeah. High of 29 and a low of 25 today. Saturday, a high of 31, but I'm hearing that's going to happen early in the day, and then the temperatures are going to just fall through the floor.
I thought there was more snow coming Saturday.
There is.
Okay.
That's what I said. Snow this afternoon into tomorrow.
Oh.
kind
I
of
should listen. I really, honestly, I should listen. Better.
I don't expect you to. I'm just used to you now.
I don't even read it that well.
Snow today and into tomorrow, Tim.
Now I get it.
So,
okay.
High of 31 early tomorrow, and then it gets cold, and there's lots of below zero temps next week.
I thought I broke that news on the Saturday snow.
Well, you did. You know what? I'll give you credit for it. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Tim. Today's headlines from the SoutheastIdahoUnion.com. Fairfield officials declined to release records on use of force case. Henry County engineer provides updates on county road projects, and Washington foster parents avoid prison term for severe neglect. Yeah. And this is not the most recent case. This is an older case.
Yeah, it is an older case. I read about it.
Yeah. It's not good either way, but anyway.
That kind of stuff doesn't make me necessarily happy about our system.
Not at all. Sports tonight is all boys basketball as Fairfield faces off with Mount Pleasant in Mount Pleasant, and Washington hosts Burlington, which will air live on the Southeast Iowa Video Network right here where you're watching right now. Tomorrow is district wrestling to see who qualifies for the state tourney next week. State wrestling is next week.
And that is something. That's something.
Washington and Mount Pleasant wrestling are both in Williamsburg. Fairfield is in Centerville. Girls basketball regional tournaments start for Washington and Fairfield tomorrow. Fairfield faces Williamsburg, and Washington takes on Mediapolis.
Good Lord, there's a lot going on.
Both those are on the road, and both of those are pretty tough. So Washington and Fairfield they can do it, but they're tough teams that they're facing. Yeah. The Mount Pleasant girls don't start till Wednesday. They're in a class higher, actually. So. This day in history, on this day in 1929, 4 men dressed as police officers entered gangster Bugs Moran's headquarters on North Clark Street in Chicago, line 7 of Moran's henchmen against a wall, and shoot them to death. Mm-hmm. The St. Valentine's Day Massacre, as it is now called, was the culmination of a gang war between arch rivals Al Capone and Bugs Moran.
Bugsy, you don't mess with Al Capone.
No, Capone got the better of that one, I think.
So the story I heard on that is the gangsters were used to, so the Capone's guys were dressed as cops.
Yep.
And the gangsters were used to the cops coming in and pulling their guns out, lining them up, arresting them, and they'd be out the next, that night or the next day.
Not this time.
Got him.
It worked.
Should have paid attention.
Good ploy.
Didn't you know Scarface was in there or whoever? I don't know all the names.
Whatever. The 7 of them are dead, though.
No, they didn't make it.
Well, they're probably all dead now, actually. But anyway, random joke, random quote, or random fact.
Me?
Yeah, Peter.
Let's do a random joke. Back-to-back joke days.
All right. Did you hear about the bossy man at the bar?
Oh.
He ordered everyone around.
Makes sense.
But
I like guys like that until I don't.
So, how about some takeaways, boys?
Well, here's my takeaway if you need it. There's a big correlation between fights with your Valentine and restaurants.
Yes, there is.
So I might change my plans tonight.
Yeah.
And not go out to eat.
And get in a fight at the hotel instead
and just
of the
get
restaurant.
a fight there.
Yeah.
At least we can sleep.
Exactly.
At least we have that.
Exactly.
So I don't know. There's a big correlation.
Yeah. Peter?
Oh, my takeaway is, excuse me, that the head of St. Valentine is somewhere.
Yeah, it's in one of 2 churches.
We're
One of two
quite sure.
churches, whichever one.
Still a mystery.
Can you scroll back? Let's see Jeff's.
Yeah.
What Jeff said. There we go. Jeff's takeaway. We're not the post office, but we do take snow days. We took a snow day on Wednesday.
That's right.
Yeah.
We made that perfectly clear. Thanks for picking up on that, Jeff.
Yes. So my takeaway, if you're going to be the patron saint of a romantic holiday, you have to first be beheaded.
It's gonna end ugly.
You're gonna get beheaded, and then they'll name a romantic holiday after you.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Would have thought. Hey, I think that's all we have. We're running a little long as normal, but I do want to.
So is it long when we're always here?
It seems like this is just the new normal.
Yeah.
Some days I try and stick to that half-hour thing, and I don't think we've ever made it. Maybe the first couple.
Yeah, maybe. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine. I do want to wish you and your family well on your trip next week. Feel free to tune in. You think you'll be able to tune in?
I don't know. We'll see. Either
I don't
way,
care.
I don't have a kill button.
I don't care either way. So we're gonna make this thing roll.
Run this ship
We're
with or
gonna
without
run
you,
this ship
Matt.
with or without
It's
me.
gonna go somewhere
And
with or
you'll
without
be
you.
fine. You'll be fine. Or I'll come back
think-
and the whole place will be burned to the ground.
We
don't
think
know.
it'll be fine. But enjoy your trip, much needed, and we'll see you come back. The rest of you, we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Lots and lots to do.